Welcome to my review on KODI XBMC with the add-on The Beast, which I find is extremely powerful in terms of really maximizing your capabilities with KODI without having to go into it and install each one of the add-ons individually. I'm running KODI XBMC side-loaded in through my Amazon Fire TV, which is kind of simple to do. I can assist somebody with instructions at a later date with regards to that. However, I have it emulated through Mexican food. So we'll load her up. You'll notice that the interface is relatively the same as the stock XBMC, but again, without having to add on all the additions, it's all here for you. With all the great plugins that you would want to see. Some of the neat things, sports TV, if there's pay-per-view event, well, we have free pay-per-view, so you can get that event. Let's pop into, you'll notice TV shows, pretty standard to what it was before. You can search for individual shows, and what it will do is actually parse through all of the available sources out there and find you the ones that it thinks are gonna work the best and most efficient. So let's try a movie here. Most popular, how about? Now, of course, with some of these movies, the ones that are in theaters, you're going to find that it's going to display a name next to it called cam. That means it's camera from the actual theater. But otherwise, from my observations, the quality on some of these is pretty fantastic. So speaking of fantastic, let's go into 4. And mind you, like XBMC, you may have to shop around for a link that's going to be most efficient for you. You might have some lag with one might not work for you. Let's give this one a shot. As this is loading up, the one thing I'll say, when you have it side-loaded through a Roku player or Amazon Live, this means that it's only receiving the data, and it's not being a source for the file out there on the interwebs. So it's a dead end. You're just sucking the data out of it. It's the people that are hosting and playing on their computers that are also sending and retrieving data and being a host potentially for these files. And it is through the interweb, so I've noticed on each one of the movies, when they start up, I'll pause it for a second, let the buffer kick in, and once the buffer kicks in, generally it runs pretty flawless. So pretty easy to use. Overall picture quality is likened to a Netflix. I guess it depends on the source, obviously. But as you can see, navigating through the actual KODI XBMC is pretty simple. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to try to figure out how to load all the add-ons, which if you've installed add-ons for XBMC, it can be a process. This one here, obviously it's Asian, but
annual salary is between 10 and 20.
You can most likely find another source that doesn't have that.
Next up, read. Mr. Richards. Earth to Richards.
Beat me up, Scotty.
So, for instance, I had this playing in the background yesterday as I was doing some work, and it was really decent quality. This one here seems a little darker, so sometimes you just have to shop around and try to find the best one for you. Anyway, that's kind of my review on it. It's pretty awesome. If you have XBMC, by all means, get yourself the Beast. The Beast is pretty awesome. So, anyway, if you have any other questions, just grab me.